wheelchairtraveling.com travels to New Zealand, located in the South Pacific and surrounded by the Tasman Sea. New Zealand is an outdoor paradise with a rich agricultural lifestyle. This means cheese, butter, ice cream, and wine are delicious. New Zealand has its North Island and South Island. The North Island is home to most of the Kiwi population, whereas the South Island mainly consists of parks, and each island has distinct regions. A ferry can get you across, or use one of the many airports. Then,
you need to hire a vehicle if you're traveling through New Zealand, or have a driver in a vehicle. Transport in New Zealand, public transport is pretty bad. Yeah, coach lines, non-existent. Going from city to city, it's quite difficult.
Meet Jezza from Making Tracks, New Zealand.
My name is Jezza. I'm a Kiwi, born and bred. I like my wheels. They get me to where I need to go. I'm C5 tetraplegic. Grew up on a farm in between Geraldine and Fairlie in the mountains of New Zealand. I love all these outdoor activities. And that's when I started looking at making tracks involved in the outdoor industry in New Zealand for people with different abilities like I have now. As far as accessibility, we've got parking spaces, getting into public buildings, restaurants, motel units, all this sort of thing. New Zealand's pretty damn good. All the cities are like, I say, small towns. It's not a place to come and go and visit cities. It's a place to come and enjoy the outdoors, and that's what New Zealand's incredibly special for. So many different activities that people can come and do. Skiing in Wanaka, paddleboard, skydiving. Around April Tasman, you've got Cable Bay, you've got these big zip lines, kayaking companies. Just going up to the glaciers. Going out whale watching in the Hauraki Gulf. Transalpine, which is a very beautiful train trip as well that has accessibility. And there's many different options. I'm a licensed paraglider, so I've got my own buggy. I can just go and jump off and roll off any hill I want. I don't do it because I think it's extreme. It's more of a mellow, being at one with the nature and being focused on what you're doing in this period of time. Yeah, it's a really hard way to explain it. I think the best thing to do is everybody just go and try it, and then you'll understand.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's not all about throwing people out of planes and doing crazy things. A lot of it is actually cruise control, just enjoying what we have here in New Zealand. The Department of Conservation, they run all of our tracks and trails within New Zealand. Heaps of little trails, beautiful place called Punapaiki. The Catlins is extremely beautiful and heaps of little tracks and trails. We've got glowworm caves, we've got accessible beaches, the geothermal pools to the geysers. There's a bunch in reality. You can get really amongst some pretty damn amazing wilderness. I really enjoy the West Coast. It's beach forest, it's rainforest. There's a whole bunch of tracks and trails down there that are really accessible. My favorites are probably on the coast, and there's a lot of them. Nothing's easy. Don't get me wrong. It's you need help unless you're a beast.
Okay, so I think this is going to be the end for me on this trail.
The more equipment you have, then the more you can venture out. People don't come to New Zealand to use the bathrooms, they come here for the adventure. To do an adventure is outdoors, and it's beautiful. It's got all sorts of different bits and pieces going on.